Hey guys, my name is Jace and thanks for tuning in. I know it has been a while since I last uploaded. That is because my PC decided to mess with me and it has been a pain in the neck. I could go on and on how I managed to fix this, but I won't because that is not why you are here. There's a subject that I want to talk about, and that is how do you start drawing, or where do you begin in the first place? I was surfing through YouTube when I came across this comment. Basically, this guy or girl, I didn't check, but basically he wants some advice on how to begin his artistic journey. He said that he wants to draw like this specific YouTuber and that he's also very interested in drawing cartoons. However, he heard from someone that it's better to start realistic, so he asked us what should he do and what should he approach. So obviously there are people that would say that he should learn anatomy, that he should learn realism. I'm not saying that it's wrong, but I would suggest starting out drawing something what made you interested in art in the first place. Because drawing is supposed to be fun. I mean, you can start learning anatomy or color theory or all those good stuff if you like right off the bat, but if you are a complete novice in art, that would be very hectic, or should I say boring, and it pressures you to learn everything because you know it's important to learn fundamentals. But if you're not having fun learning it, then it would be meaningless. One example I can think of is if you're sitting in class right now and your math teacher is teaching you this formula that you should learn. If you're not eager or interested in learning it and you're just blindly following the formula he tells you to memorize, then that's how far it will get you. You'll just be memorizing stuff and not actually learning it, not learning how to implement it. If it asks you a complicated question like maybe if Johnny has 3 apples, 3 pen, and 2 pies, how many is it all together? It's very different with 3 plus 3 plus 2 is equals 8, right? It's not straightforward. Well, of course, the Johnny example is very basic, but you get what I mean by it's different from doing a straightforward addition with a problem solving, right? They're completely different. That's how it will be if you blindly follow some formula and not knowing how to implement it correctly. So if you study the anatomy as a complete novice and you're not even interested in it in the first place, but you know it's important, so you blindly follows it anyway. You blindly follow the formula of the anatomy. For example, the anatomy of the arm. If you just blindly following the structure of the muscles and you just keep on drawing the same thing over and over again, not knowing that when you actually flex your arm, the bicep bulks up. But because of the anatomy chart, you don't know that. You don't know how it works because you're not interested enough to learn how muscle actually works and interacts with one another. You just keep on drawing the same thing over and over again. You know the muscle is there, right? You know it's there. But you don't know how it works, right? Because you're not putting the effort, because you're not interested enough to learn it. So basically what I'd suggest is start drawing what got you interested in it in the first place. If you want to draw cartoons, then draw cartoons because eventually you'll come to a point in your journey where you are ready to take the next step because you've already spent a lot of time drawing cartoons and now you want to create your own cartoon, right? So the first problem you'll encounter is maybe why is the face so weird, or the body is so out of proportion, or this thing looks so weird, right? And that is when you start realizing and learning what what are your mistakes, right? Because before you're just copying cartoons, but now when you actually want to create your own stuff, you realize all of these messed up things. Then that is when you start wanting to improve on that subject, right? Because you're not forced to learn that. It would be like a chore to you because you're not how do you say this? Because when you start wanting to improve, right, on a particular subject, because you're not going to be forced to learn it. It won't be like a chore to you, like a everyday daily life. You have to fix your bed and stuff like that, right? It won't be like that to you anymore, because you are actually willing to learn it, and you are actually willing to put time and effort into it. And after learning that particular subject, you'll start to encounter another problem, and the process is the same. You start looking for solutions, and that is the endless cycle. Find a problem, learn the solution, and implement it. Then it goes on and on and on until eventually you'll come to a point where you're starting to appreciate your work more. Don't be pressured to learn all of this subject of art, like anatomy, perspective, proportion, and all those stuff. You don't need to learn it all at once. Don't do that, because you'll eventually get to the point. You'll eventually get to that type of point where you are ready to learn it, right? Just take your time and enjoy your journey. Don't go looking to your left or your right, seeing other people getting better results, because you don't know how they started. Maybe they've started way earlier than you, or they took a different type of approach, right? Just enjoy your own journey. Don't look left and right. Look at your own path. Take it from me. I used to hate coloring. I would find every possible ways to avoid it. My teacher once said I should color my drawings, Jace. But I made an excuse saying that the black and white is my style and I'm happy with it. In truth, I was shying. Is that a word, shying? Anyways, I was shying away from it because I wasn't ready for it. You know? Eventually, a couple of lucky years later, I realized that coloring is a big part of a character. It's what brings out life to everything. Then look at me now. I'm coloring every chance I get, and I love it. And 5 years ago, I would never imagine I'd be coloring. I'm not the best, right? I still have a lot to learn, but that's okay. I'm here learning every single day, and I am enjoying my journey. Sure, if I started long time ago, if I started learning how to color long ago, I would be, I might be really good right now, but I didn't. And that's okay, because before I wasn't interested in learning it, right? I was only interested in learning the line work, how I draw characters, right? That is all I'm interested in drawing, and that is what I improved on. And then eventually I came to the point where I'm already at the level where I feel like my character designs are getting better, and it's starting to show some how do you call this? What is the word? Like, my characters now feels real, but something was lacking. That is colors, right? If I want to make my characters feel more real and more alive, I should add colors. Yeah. So in conclusion, draw what you want, enjoy your art journey. Art is supposed to be fun, right? Not something you have to do. It's something you want to do because it's fun. That's all for now. Don't forget to leave a like so I know that you actually like this. You actually like this type of thing. Like, I give out art tips from time to time, and yeah. Be sure to subscribe for more content. Follow me on my social medias below, especially my Facebook page, because that is where I post all my updates about when or what I am drawing, or any updates on about the channel. So see you next time.